Guys, my name is Joan Mateo, Director of Serve for Peace, and we have the honor to receive again in DR after more than 15 years.
It's almost 20.
20 years. The one and only, the big papi, my friend, my mentor, my everything, Gareth Davis, guys. Gareth Davis. This man, thanks for him, I'm here working with Serve for Peace. So we have some questions for him. First of all, how you doing, Gareth? Again,
I'm doing great. I'm doing much better being back here after 20 years. It's a real joy to be back in Santo Domingo and now up in the mountains. It feels like home, so it's wonderful to be back.
We're happy to receive you here. So another question, how start Serve for Peace in Dominican Republic?
Way back in 2005. At that time, Service for Peace was enjoying some success, but the programs were more periodic. So we would do Martin Luther King Day across America, and that was very successful, very well funded, but of course that's once a year. And then different chapters of Service for Peace would do activities such as cleaning a park. But I thought it would be a good idea to also have an ongoing community development program. And at that time, we had quite a strong relationship with Miami-Dade College through Professor Mike Lanigan, and with Florida International University. Harold Silva was very a prominent person who would come to the program and then develop it from there. And we looked at where, if you're in Miami as a student, where could you go internationally that is at a reasonable cost for travel to get there, is a safe place for students to go, has kind of an enlightened leadership. It was Leonel Fernandez was the president at the time, who had a connection with the UN, and he was a very global citizen type of person. So we decided that Dominican Republic was the place to come. I was fortunate when I first came. I didn't know anybody here, but I was fortunate to meet Cesar Regalado and his friend Salvador, and they were instrumental in finding the accommodation, in suggesting villages that were within a reasonable distance of Santo Domingo. So we began the program soon after. We began inviting people to come. Of course, we were very nervous. We didn't know how this was going to work. We were in the village of Fresquito Gomez, where there was a lot of poverty, and the school was a very nice school but didn't have facilities. Toilet facilities were lacking, so we decided to focus our efforts there. We were fortunate. I talked to the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Agriculture, and they were keen to be involved, so that really helped the program. But the key point was that among the local Dominican volunteers was Joan Mateo, who was a high school student at the time. He was one of the quiet people, actually, but seemed to show up everywhere, seemed to be enthusiastic. And he then came the following year and was involved. And he, it seems to me, has committed his life to these communities in terms of his commitment to developing them and showing them the way to become responsible for their own development. So what he and Alejandro and the others have been able to develop is truly community-driven development. It's truly a model of that. And I think that's what's been the greatest of the development since. So Joan talks of me as if I'm some kind of hero, and I played a role in coming and kind of breaking the ice. But he's the one who took it on for the next 20 years of investment to develop it to where it is today. So he deserves all the credit for where Service for Peace is now. So So going to the communities now, it's totally transformed. They are responsible for their own development. Service for Peace is supportive, and that's the way it should be. So the foundation that Joan and his team, Beatrice, Alejandro, and everyone, what they've been able to develop is kind of miraculous. So I'll take all the credit he gives to me and I'll give it back to him. So that's my very brief answer to your question.
Yeah, that was amazing. And thank you so much. But you're the founder, the mentor, the big and one and only Big Papi. How you think will be Serve for Peace in 5 years?
I'll be too old to come back by then, but no. No, I see you going from strength to strength. I think what's going to happen is you're going to receive more recognition. I mean, today we had a visiting group of students and a professor from Georgia State University. And when I look at their reaction to what you're doing and how you're able to take care of them, it's easy to see that they are new converts to, the Service for Peace model. They want to come back. So the only question is, how do we get this out there to more colleges and universities? Because part of your model is working in the communities, but then bringing in international volunteers to support the work that the community has identified. So any college or university who sends someone here to investigate is going to be excited about what you're doing. So if there can be more outreach to the colleges, then I can see real expansion here. Because you have the capacity, you have a foundation where you can do that. We just need to expand the market right now and the catchment area, if you like, of where the volunteers are coming from.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here with us. I'm really excited to share with you guys in YouTube. You will see it. You see it. And nothing. Thank you for your information, teaching, learning. Well, teach us to be a better person here in the area.
Thank you for all of your great work in these 20 years since I was here.
It's 20. Oh my God. Well, thank you guys. And we're here to keep working for the community and have a great day.
And send these guys a donation.
Yeah, please.